Hello, and welcome to Beyond Common Business Secrets. This is the podcast where we unlock the secrets to achieving beyond common business success. I am your host, Tracey Watts Cirino, an award-winning podcast host, five-time international bestselling author, and certified business success coach. In today's episode, we're going to be diving into an intriguing and powerful topic that I happen to be absolutely obsessed with. And it is how to use your human design chart to grow your business. Stay tuned as we explore how understanding your unique human design can transform your approach to business and lead you to unparalleled success. So, if you're not familiar with human design, we're going to start with an introduction. So, have you ever been one of those people that was like, oh, I wish there was like a manual to know what I was supposed to do? Like, I know I'm here for something big and I know I'm supposed to do something really important. Maybe you're supposed to impact the world in a big, meaningful way. And you're like, okay, am I on the right path? Am I like, where's the manual? How do I operate this thing called me in my life? Like me in this human body, how do I operate this machinery? So if you've ever wondered that, my friend, you are not alone. I was one of those people for a very long time as well. So we're going to first talk about the introduction to human design. So what is human design? It is a system that combines astrology, the I Ching, Kabbalah, and Vedic philosophy. So, by understanding your human design chart, you can gain profound insights into your personality, like how you're going to show up regardless. You're going to gain insights into your strengths, your purpose, like what are you here to do? And in today's episode, we'll discover how you can leverage this knowledge to grow your business. So, I want to read this definition to you taken from the human design, sort of what I call like the Bible. And the human design system is not a belief system. It does not require that you believe in anything. It is neither stories nor philosophy. It is a concrete map to the nature of your inner being, a mapping of your genetic code, this ability to be able to detail the mechanics of our nature in such depth is obviously profound because it reveals our complete nature in all its subtitles. So it's your complete natures and all of the subtitles of how you think in different situations and how you respond in different situations. So human design opens the door to the potential of self-love, a love of life, and a love of others through understanding. And this is from Ra himself, who is the creator. He says he didn't create it, it was just downloaded to him. So that I feel like is so profound and why it makes such a big difference that I know by teaching others how to use your human design and apply it to different areas of your life, that it's going to help you so much because it has helped me tremendously. It helps me be in the raising of my children and being a mom. And I hope that you find tremendous value and get a lot of insights and growth from using it yourself. So to diving into understanding your human design chart. So let's break down the basics of the human design chart. There are only five, so that, that makes it a little easier. There are only five main types. Now, some people will tell you there's only four, and the other one is just something they added later. So, everything's always up for interpretation. So there are five main types. You have manifestors, generators, manifesting generators, projectors, and reflectors. Each type has a unique strategy and a way of interacting with the world. And knowing your type can help you align your business strategies with your natural strengths. So now this doesn't mean that just because you're one type that you you have to do it this way. But I will tell you that if you are not at all operating in your, in your strategy, like in your zone, you will realize like, wow, I'm so out of kilter, and operating for what human design often refers to as the not self. But this can be like conditioning, trauma that we've had in our life. So I want to wrap you in a big, warm, loving hug. This is not for you to use as a point of judgment or criticism for yourself in any way. This is for you to level up your understanding of self so then you can grow your business even, so it achieves even more than you originally had your heart's desire, right? So when you start aligning with the different energy types, then you'll start to see different shifts happening in your life. And when you discover what is your customized from your human design chart, you'll see even more of this unfold, which is super, super cool. So when you want to start applying human design in your business, like how you can apply human design in your business. So for examples, like a manifester. The manifestors are initiators. They are here to initiate people into action. They are like the spark so that they thrive when they're starting new projects. Now, I'm personally a manifester. This was so mind-bogglingly amazing for me to understand that, like, I always would say weird things like, oh, I'm a loop opener. I love the beginning. And I never could understand why I really get sick of things. And I always want to like start a new business and then kind of give it to other people, or in the past I've burnt it down or whatever. So the thing is now I understand why I'm like this. Like I love to start new projects and I initiate others into action. That like you need a spark to start a fire. Well, I am your spark, and you always need some type of manifester around to help you with that. So that is really, really profoundly enlightening when you want to dive deeper into loving yourself and really understanding that you are already perfect as you are. The human design side can really help you with this. So then you want to dive into generators and manifesting generators. This is the majority of the world. Like manifestors make up only 8% of the population. And then you move on to generators and manifesting generators. You have a sustainable amount of energy, and you want to always be focusing on what excites you. So you always want to be focusing on what excites you. Now, I will see other human design teachers out there saying, "Oh, well, you have sustainable energy, and the thing is that you're allowed to be tired and you are allowed to be exhausted. That just means that maybe something is not in alignment for you. Maybe you are not focusing on what excites you, and you need to take a step back. And the more you start doing stuff that you really love, that really aligns with you and gets your juices excited, then you have access to tap into this reserve of amazing sustainable energy when it excites you. So you get to do more of what you love. So that is super exciting. Then we move on to projectors. So projectors excel in guiding others. So they make great consultants because they're always like, whatever you kind of have going on, they'll project it back to you. Now, as long as they're a healed projector, there's nothing worse, in my opinion, in my projectors. I have so many amazing projector friends that I love and adore, but I also know some projectors that spew some garbage around. And the thing is that if somebody is out of alignment, unhealed, they will project all sorts of junk that is not yours onto you. So you don't want to take it. Now, when projectors are healed and in alignment, they are so amazing to give you that projection of like what needs to be fixed, what needs to be created. Like, have you ever had this experience where people try to tell you what to do? I have this experience often as a manifester. And the number one thing is don't ever tell a manifestor what to do. You just don't do it. But a projector can get away with it because they have this beautiful way of treading lightly. It's kind of like this mirror that I'm always open and willing to learn more about how I can be a better person, a better business owner, a better mom, better wife. Like I just crave that knowledge. So this works for me. Now I have some manifestor friends that are like, do not tell me what to do ever. I will burn it down. I will hurt you. And that is again diving more into intricacies of your personal chart. But the thing that is most amazing is that you want to be working with all of these. Like, so if you are a generator, then you want a manifestor around to help you with that spark at the beginning. Like, you want to partner with a manifestor to help you spark that. And then you kind of both take this over to the projector, and they're going to help you work out all the kinks. Like, they're going to help you make sure it makes even more sense and that the market is ready for it, right? They're going to essentially poke holes in all of your wild ideas in the most loving way so that you can bring something to market that people actually want, right? It's really exciting. And then next we move on to reflectors. Reflectors are the most rare. They're only 1% of the population, and they are attuned to the environment and can provide valuable insights. It's very interesting. So if you look at it like the cycle, right? It's like the spark, the idea starts with the manifestor. They don't need anyone outside to give them permission. It's almost like it comes in from the divine. Like, we're supposed to make this new thing. They initiate some generators and manifesting generators. Everybody starts going, and then to gain more traction, the projector looks it over, gives feedback, and then the generators like tweak and fix. And the manifestor's resting now during all this phase because it took a tremendous amount of energy to start that initiation. So during the tweaking and the fixing and the refinement, the manifestor's taking a nap. They're like not around, like, right? This is for the generators and the projector, the projector to give the knowledge, and then the generators to go back and refine it. Again, only if it's in absolute alignment with what feeds your soul, like you're super excited. Then after that process, the reflectors are going to give you this reflection back with all this valuable insight. So it is a cycle that when we work together, we create the most beautiful, wonderful life and world that you could possibly imagine. So I would love to hear from more and more of you that have successfully used your human design to grow your business. So share your stories and testimony, like, here with us. Share them in the comments here, wherever you're listening to the podcast. Send them in, or you can share them on social, either on Instagram or Facebook. Those will be the best ones to share it with us. And I will include a link for you. If you have not run your human design chart, I will include a link for you that you can do a complimentary chart. We can run your chart for you complimentary, or you can upgrade and have an actual reading if you want to dive deeper into how your human design can actually grow your business. We would love, love, love to help you with that. So, some practical tips and takeaways. These are some actionable steps that you can integrate human design into your business. Obviously, number one, if you don't know what you already are, like, I can tell you, I'm a 6-2 heart-centered manifestor, right? Like, I know that about myself. So if you don't know that yet, you want to go and get your human design chart. I will include the link in the show notes that you can have, like, we can do it for you for free. Or if you want to upgrade and have a thorough, in-depth reading, I would love, love, love. I'm obsessed. I love doing these with my clients. So awesome. So then the next thing you want to do is understand your type and strategy. So what type are you? Like, knowing that I'm heart-centered, I need to override any of my mind thoughts, my mind chatter, and it's interesting because most of my life I was told that I had to think through stuff, and maybe you should think that through, blah, blah, blah. Think like all about using the brain. Turns out that is the worst advice ever in the world for me as a manifester. I am supposed to follow my heart. If it doesn't light up my heart, I'm not supposed to do it, period. I've spent my whole life before knowing about human design making things so complicated. And really, I am supposed to do what's in my heart. And if it's not making my heart happy, not supposed to do it, period. So, how do you override the mind, right? So, you want to understand your type and your strategy. And this is going to be different. This is the things that are more intricate and then more nuances in your own human design chart. So that's why it's so important for you to run your chart instead of accepting the blanket general information, because you might find that not all of it resonates with you for what your energy type is. So you want to go even deeper to understand your type and your strategy. So then align your, so yeah, when we're talking about your type and your strategy, so knowing that I'm that type, and then strategy is that I am to inform. So I just have to inform people of what I'm doing. People find it very, the, unless they're ready for it, they take my energy off guard. So I need to constantly be informing, which is a little bit exhausting, but I'm getting better and better at it every day. So then the next thing is you want to align your business activities with your strength. So it's interesting because in my chart, it'll tell you as a manifester not to be too involved in details and different things like that. But like as the general term for manifester, but in my like reading my own personal chart, I have a lot of gates that are activated that are all about helping people have clarity and really getting into the nitty-gritties of detail and organization. That's why I'm really good at it. And I always create these go-arounds for, especially for creative entrepreneurs and people in the creative space. So that's why I'm actually supposed to do that kind of stuff, because it's in my chart when I dive deeper. So don't take the surface level of just what your energy type is. Go a little deeper if you want to really start activating and aligning your business strengths and activities together. It gets so juicy. It's like, oh, that makes sense why I've always been really good at that. Like why I had the creative brain and the detail. So it's very interesting. And then you want to use your design to guide your decision making. So, like I had said before, I'm supposed to make all my decisions with my heart. Well, there's a lot of years of conditioning on making decisions with my mind, right? And I don't want to do that. So you need to figure out for your design what is the best way for you to make decisions. Like my husband is an emotional manifesting generator. So he is supposed to ride the wave, right? Like ride the wave and not make an important decision when he is very happy or very sad, right? Like he's supposed to make it after he rides the emotional wave. And then that's when he makes the decision. Again, not with his mind. My youngest son, he is a manifesting generator and he is sacral. So it's like he's supposed to make his decision that's like from the sacral, from the gut. Anytime like he grunts or makes a loud noise, like that is the key that I know he's in alignment for himself. Like where some people might think it's loud, like I understand now. I think it's making me a much better parent because I'm like, oh, that's what the sacral energy of making decisions from that place. And then my oldest son is a splenic projector. So he needs to wait for the invitation and he gets to make decisions from his like from his spleen. So it's like he gets a quick whisper. It's like really clear in the moment. Yes, that's for you. Or no, it's not. And it's never for him like, oh, think about it. Like for me, I'm like, oh, I have to sometimes, you know, give my heart a minute or a day, a week to kind of settle into things. But him as a splenic projector, it's like quick. It's quick. But it's so quick that you might miss it. So these are just some of the different ways that you would use your design to guide your decision making. especially when you have big decisions. So understanding and applying your human design can be an absolute game changer for you in your business, like using your personal life, using your business. When you embrace your unique design and let it guide you, especially in making the bigger decisions, when you let it guide you towards greater success, it is going to open up so many doors for you. So many things are gonna like just link up and sync up. It creates all these synchronicities that you're just like, oh, I get all the tingles. I'm so excited. So as always, I want to congratulate you for being here and being a part of our community here at Beyond Common Business Secrets. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as always, if you found value and you got something useful out of this episode, please, before you jump off, give us a 5-star review wherever you're listening to this podcast episode, and share it with a friend that you think would find value, and engage. Like, share this on social and tag us. We'd love to know your thoughts, your takeaways, how you're using human design to grow your business. If you want more information on human design and how it can be used, I'm going to include the show notes for you so you can grab your free chart. And I would love to see you for an in-depth human design reading so that we can really get clear on how to not just survive in business, but to truly be thriving. Take care, my friend. I hope you're having the most beyond amazing day, and I will see you on the next one.